All right, so.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you this story, and I'm not going to embellish it. I'm just going to tell it like I tell any story, okay? And this is the tale of how I didn't get a job at Walmart. So, when I told you that, you obviously rolled your eyes, because how the fuck do you not get a job at Walmart? And you know me to be a competent...
Yes. Wordsmith.
Yes, exactly. So why the shit would I not get a job at Walmart? So first of all, you have to know how Walmart does their thing. So you fill out a questionnaire online, okay, and it is a test where you either strongly agree or you strongly disagree with these things.
The Walmart ethos.
Right, but here's the thing. Out of the 50 questions that they're asking, or however many questions there are, they're only asking 2 questions the whole time. It's just reworded differently for someone who's paying attention to notice.
Yeah.
And the 2 questions are this. Number 1, do you understand that you need to follow a chain of command and that you are a business and that you have to behave yourself in order to give our company a good face? And number 2, are you crazy? And I know that, I know that sounds funny, but the questions are worded so like, do you ever find yourself, or I find myself barely able to contain my anger? Do you strongly agree or strongly disagree? Right?
Yeah.
And then, but 3 questions down the road, it'll be like, one time I hit somebody, like, because they were making me angry, or someone was doing something wrong, so I swore at them and made them feel bad about themselves. And it's all just questions worded to make sure, like, can you keep control of your shit, and can you follow a chain of command, essentially, right? So, are you a retard? Are you socially competent? Those are the only 2 questions. So then, I fill it out, and Hillary's doing the exact same process. So when the next time we saw each other, I was like, could you believe those questionnaires? And we both had a good laugh over it because, I mean, she's a psychology student, so she's got a weathered eye for that sort of thing. So anyways, I get a phone call from a woman named Twyla, and she calls me in and she asks me a few questions. And she asks me 5 or 6 questions, and they're the same questions. Like, how would you respond to a situation where a customer needed you to do this and they are extremely rude and blah, blah, blah? Because all they want to know is if you're stable. So, once again, I passed that with flying colors. Now, keep in mind, no one has seen me yet. Okay?
Yeah.
In all my burly glory. So I get after this phone call, she says, well, we're having a group interview. Come on down. You're going to be interviewed as a group. So right then and there, I'm like, well, shit. Because I don't, that's a dumb idea.
Yeah.
But what they do, and I kind of had an inkling that this is what was going to happen, is they put you into groups and then they observe your interactions.
Yeah.
So the tasks that they give you are not the actual test.
Yeah.
The test is them watching you perform the tasks.
Yeah.
Right? So I go there and I sit down and I wore you remember my big giant wool fisherman's sweater?
Yeah.
It's crocheted. It's a beautiful thing. Right?
Yeah.
Now, and of course there was the clean cut guy who showed up in the suit and the beautiful girl, who smelled like strawberries, and then the ancient lady, and then the guy with cowboy boots. Like the whole cross section of people who want to work at Walmart is there.
Yeah.
And there I am with this sweater that seriously makes me look like I'm 300 pounds, right? And
hello. Good.
Gotta pause that.
Did you want a coffee? I was just gonna run over B&C quick.
And back to recording.
Rolling? Okay.
Yeah.
So the first thing they get us to do is we break up into partners, and then it's our job to ask predetermined questions of our partner, and then it's our job to introduce our partner.
Yeah.
So when she asked who wants to go first, I stood right up.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't even a race. I was just like, I am a leader. I will do this.
Yeah.
I will show you my competency. And I did it with the charisma that you're used to, right?
Yes.
And everybody was like, oh, now we're going to do it. And they all did it. And then came another part where we had to get into groups of 4 and essentially do some Walmart problem solving. So I won't bore you with the intricacies of the problem solving. But at one point, and they were watching us. The managers were watching us. Now, one of the managers, they were both women, and one of the managers was a overweight, middle-aged woman who had a freshly dyed hair.
Yeah.
And you could, and like horn-rimmed glasses, and you could tell that she was being professional, and I'm using quotation marks.
Yeah.
And she worked in the photo center. And she did mention that she had a family or a husband or something like that. But anyways, at one point, I observed her observing me, making a very appropriate statement to what the task was. And I saw her give a subtle nod and a smile, and I winked at her. And that's when I lost my job, man. Because at first, because I mean, like, I can already tell this woman is at that age group where
she's not
she's
putting up
liberated.
with shit.
Well, no, but she knows, she knows she's a sexual creature, right?
Yeah.
She's not whatever. So here comes this burly, tattooed dude. I had my do-rag in my hair and this sailor's sweater on, as dapper as I could fucking be. Right? And then I gave her a wink, and it wasn't like a grandpa wink.
Yeah.
It came off as like, because I was looking down, I was like, it was like that.
You shot her the wink.
It was that sidelong, we're gonna fuck wink. So right after that, I was like, oh my God, did I just fuck up? Because all I was doing was counter-acknowledging her acknowledgement of my appropriate response that she was overhearing.
Exactly. Like, I know that you are watching me, and I see that you're responding to mine.
Yes. So then I looked at her again, and she would not make eye contact. And I was like, that's it.
Yeah, I lost my job.
That's fucking it. And so for the rest of the interview, she actually would dip her head. So here is now a manager, a professional woman, who has a husband and children, and she is giving me the I'm a shy girl treatment now, with the hair hanging in front of her face too.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking 18-year-old kind of stuff. Like, so she must have felt like I came on strong. Yeah. Right?
It's like, that's not even close to coming on strong.
I'm willing to bet that she thought that I was a virile barbarian who came in and then reminded her of her womanly passions.
With a subtle wink.
Yeah, and then felt shame. And then like, she wanted to hire me because she could tell I was a fucking captain of a ship.
Yeah.
But she couldn't, for the sake of her marriage and professionalism.
And the fear of her own job.
Yeah. So I was forced then to not work at Walmart because...
At least that time.
I put it out.
But now, maybe you can go back again. Which I think would be equally as entertaining if it's the same woman doing this.
I should go to the photo shop one day and just ask her out on a date and just be like, hey there. I noticed you noticing me, and now that I'm not your employee, let's not let that stand between us. But I'm a married woman with children. But yeah, so that is the.
It's
tale.
a simple fucking flash of the eye.
That was the tale. Yeah, Eye of the Tiger ruins. The
Eye of the Tiger ruined my fucking job interview.
And the gazelle tears off, leaving the lion without a job.
Yeah.
Shall we call this one?
Yeah, sure.